Hi everybody, welcome back to Tunes Reviews. Today we're going to talk about Mont Blanc Explorer. Explorer, does it encompass the feeling of being on a safari and wearing really slimming black clothes with a black leather jacket and black rimmed glasses, and then suddenly into the back of the Jeep with a T-Rex coming after you? Insert Jurassic Park here. It's Jeff Goldblum.
Think they'll have that on the tour?
Mont Blanc Explorer was released in 2019. This fragrance is supposed to be about the adventurer. It's supposed to be aromatic and green. Really, what do I get out of this fragrance? Well, first and foremost, it comes in a 30 ml bottle, a 60 ml bottle, which is this guy right here, and a 100 ml bottle. Or is it 90? 90 or 100? I don't remember. Fact checks. You always got to fact check. This fragrance will cost you anywhere between $60 American and $100 American, depending on if you get that retail or not. This 60 ml bottle cost me, I think, $40 off FragranceNet. So, what do I get with this fragrance? Well, let's take her for a test drive. The sprayer kind of sucks, but whatever. The opening of this is actually very pleasant to me. It's a pretty interesting combination of like a synthetic pineapple meets a pretty authentic bergamot, and there's some subtle green nuances underlying between those two fruit citrusy notes going on. But as this fragrance dries down and the life of the fragrance develops, okay, on skin, there is one thing for certain. This is the best Aventus cologne there is on the market. And I know that people have said that a million times, or they've tried to basically say, like, what's the point of this fragrance when there's all these other fragrances that smell just like Aventus? There's plenty of other options for clones. The simple fact of the matter is this, okay? Are you ready for a little piece of truth? I despise clones. I despise it when fragrance houses take something and barely tweak it at all and try to claim as it's their own fragrance, its own entity. I'm all about the artistry of it, and I really don't appreciate it when houses do that. You can look at it at a business standpoint or a marketing standpoint all you want, and they want to make their money, and et cetera, et cetera. Fact of the matter is, it's thievery in my mind. It's intellectual, artistic thievery, and I really just don't like it. But that being said, because I do enjoy Aventus and I do own a bottle of Aventus, okay? It never struck me as something that I needed to go get a generic version of. But I will say this. This is the most spot on, the most identical version of Aventus out of all the clones that I've ever smelled. And I had to have smelled at least 10, okay? This one smells the most natural. It's the least synthetic. It's the best bang for the buck. And it smells genuinely pleasant. Like, I'm here to tell you, I actually like this fragrance. This fragrance is one of the more complimented ones that I've been wearing in the last 6 months or so. A little bit longer than that, 8 months, I guess. And the one thing that I will say about purchasing this fragrance as a means for a compliment factor, because, by the way, like I said in my Aventus review, if you use that stuff for what it's meant for, it's basically a people-pleasing fragrance, then go for it. It's the same thing for this. If you're looking for something to go bar hopping, to wear casually as your everyday scent in school for classes or whatever, or a work scent, then just go for it. It's a cheap, really pleasant fragrance. However, okay, it's redundant. This DNA is boring. It's exhausted itself. Fine, what have you. This fragrance, to me, for its price point and for its neutral wearing ability, its ability to be a Swiss Army knife, essentially, I can't say no to it. It's actually a really, really well blended fragrance. But as I was saying, the compliments when it comes to this thing are a little two-faced, okay? When I get complimented on it, I'm nearly 30 years old. I'm also told that it smells like high school. That being said, I think that this is a wonderful spring and summer fragrance that I'm going to wear. I'm going to get a lot of wearings with, but it does have that teen vibe in it, okay? It smells like Aventus, with a pinch of Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. So if that's going to bother you, then maybe steer clear of it if you're a little bit older and you don't want to smell youthful like that. But otherwise, I think if you're in your teens, in your 20s, in your early 30s, then what the hell, why not for 40 bucks? That's a really great summer fragrance. So I'm getting about 7 hours out of this, and the projection is pretty moderate, and yeah, positive feedback. All in all, I'd give this a solid 7 out of 10. It's a well-blended fragrance, and it does its job. So that being said, this has been Mont Blanc Explorer. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all soon.